Hi guys, so I'm back from my class. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to finish up the rest of these questions. There still are a lot more, so a lot of them are a lot of repeats though, so it's just like time consuming to look through them all. Was it easy to tell your parents that you're pregnant? It wasn't like easy, but I love my parents and I know that my parents will support me through anything, and so I guess that like it made it a little bit easier because I have such a strong relationship with my parents. Are you scared to have 2 young children? The world of double strollers and double diaper bags. I'm not scared. I'm actually kind of excited. I guess a part of me is a little bit nervous just because becoming a mom of 1 to a mom of 3 is probably like the hugest jump in the history of the world for having children. So, yeah, in a way I'm not really scared, but I'm like nervous, I guess. Are you planning on cloth diapering Lilia? I might. Do you get any medical insurance through Medicaid? No, I do not. Do you accept money from any other government programs like WIC or food assistance? I used to get WIC when I was pregnant with Lilia and when I was breastfeeding with Lilia, but I don't have WIC anymore. How do you plan to financially take care of 2 kids with a job? Did your mom ever react negatively about either pregnancy? No. She was disappointed at first, but she is really super supportive of all my decisions. And I love that about her. Is it normal for us moms to want to have the perfect stable family? Of course it is. Yeah, definitely. I definitely think it is. Are you scared that things may not work out this time around as it unfortunately didn't happen with you and Gabe? I mean, it always just crossed my mind because I know that no relationship is 100%. Even if you're married, it's not 100%. And it does worry me a little bit more because I don't want to be a single mom of 3 kids. And I know it's possible, but I mean, of course it crosses my mind, but I am staying very positive and I think that it will work out with Drake. Do you worry that Lilia may get affected by this? Of course, any child that has to go through custody stuff is going to be affected. I was affected to a certain extent. I think the thing that affects your child the most is how the parents react about the whole situation towards the children. So like anything that I do and that Gabe does, we do not take out on Lilia, and we do the best that we can to co-parent to the best of our ability without being together in a sense. So I think that being a single parent can be successful as long as you have your child as your #1 priority, and so that's what I'm trying to do with Lilia, and I hope that it stays that way and that she's affected the least amount possible. Are you really happy with the way your new apartment turned out? Yes, I'm very happy. I love it. I love everything about it. Do you have an opinion on surrogacy? I actually think it is really cool and really awesome, and I actually considered doing it later in life because my body handles pregnancy so well. I mean, knock on wood, but I've actually considered it because it pays pretty good money to be a surrogate mom. So, and of course it'd be helping people out. I don't know, I've definitely considered it, and yeah, I think it's a neat thing. I think it's a cool thing. How did Drake react at first? Did he know that you were pregnant before you told him, or was it a shock? On the video that I had mentioned this before several times. He already knew in that video. That was the second time that I had taken a pregnancy test. The first time that I told him, he didn't believe me, and he looked at the test and he's like, I don't see the line, I don't see the line. And it was because it was first morning urine, so I had to wake him up again. And he's like I told him, I was like, I'm pregnant. And he's like, are you serious? And he's like, no, you're kidding, you're kidding. And so I tried to show it to him, and it was like dark in here, so he couldn't really see. I was like, come take it into the light, come look at it, come look at it. And he's like, oh my god. Like, he was so shocked. But then after he got over the initial shock, he was like really excited. So I got really lucky for that reaction because we were not planning that at all. But I had told him before I took the pregnancy test that I had a feeling that I was pregnant. And the reason for that is just because you know your body, and I am very, very in tune with my body. So I just had like a feeling. I don't know how to explain it. Being pregnant before and being so in tune with my body, I just kind of knew because things were a little bit different, and I don't really know how to explain it, but my body just it just felt different, and that kind of led me to the possibility of pregnancy. So I had brought it up to him, so we kind of had a maybe idea, little clue thing. It was still a shock when we found out. Does your family get along with Drake's family? Yes, we get along. Well, the family that each other's family has met, has gotten along, but my mom has never met his mom or his dad, because they never, like, we always try to get him to meet up, but his mom lives in Nevada, so it's like impossible because my mom works, and his dad lives like a town over also, and he's in really in Modesto, so eventually they'll get to meet each other, but right now it seems like they're cool with each other. Do you have any ideas on which cloth diaper brands you would like to use? I heard Fuzzy Buns is really good, and Bum Genius. I've heard of a few. I haven't really sat down and researched just one, so I don't really know for sure, but I just know of a few good ones. What was Gabe's family's reaction to the breakup, you and Drake and baby number 2? The breakup, they never really said anything about it. They just kind of kept everything the same when I would like come over and drop her off and stuff. Me and Drake, they never said anything about it, and baby number 2, they never said anything about it. So they just kind of keep their opinions to themselves, which is probably a good idea. Do you watch the Shaytards on YouTube? Do you like their videos? I'm not subscribed to them, but I have seen a few of their videos. I think they're very interesting, but I cannot keep up with their daily videos. At what age are you going to allow Lilia to date? And will Drake have a say in it, or is it just between you and Gabe? I definitely think Drake will have a little bit of a say in it, just because he'll be with her all the time. And personally, I think it's going to depend on her maturity as a person herself, because like me, I matured really fast, and I think there's a difference between dating and like having a boyfriend. So I don't really have a set age. It's just going to depend on her development and her maturity and how she does in school, just like all the different factors. I'm not just going to have a set age like today, now you can date. So I don't really have anything just set. How has yours and Drake's relationship changed since you live on your own now and have more responsibilities such as bills, chores, etc.? It hasn't really changed too much. We're both really like responsible when it comes to money and stuff, so the main thing that we've kind of like had to talk a lot about was bank accounts, like if we're gonna have a joint account or separate accounts. And what we ended up doing is he has his own account and I have my own account, and then we also have a joint account for bills. So that's how we solved that. How do you think baby number 2 and 3 will affect your relationship? I think it'll affect our relationship in a way that there will be a lot of stress added, and it's really going to test our relationship as far as patience with one another, and there's really no telling how it's going to affect, if it's going to be in a negative or positive way. We talked about it a little bit, but still it's like it's all up in the air. Where do you see you, Drake, and your family in 5 years? How has your 5-year plan changed since becoming a parent for the first time and then getting pregnant again? Well, in 5 years I see us married, having a home. I'll hopefully be graduated from college by then, and I don't know, I guess that's pretty much it. And being like a nice, happy, stable family. How has your 5-year plan changed since becoming a parent for the first time and getting pregnant again? It changed completely, because I did not expect to get pregnant at all, or I mean let alone for the second time. It has definitely changed, because I would have thought that I would graduate college, then get married, then have kids. So yeah, it's changed a lot. What would Lilia's name have been if she was a boy? The name that me and Gabe had picked out was Steven, and but as for me and Drake, that's definitely not in the running. Is Gabe okay with another guy being a father figure in Lilia's life? As far as I know, yes, he is. Was he upset when he found out that you and Drake and Lilia moved in together? No. How much is your rent? It's $525 with utilities included. How much do you trust Drake that he's not going to leave you? Do you have that much trust like you had with Gabe? Because at the end of the baby, he left. At the end of the day, maybe he left you on your own. Gabe and I's relationship was really rocky. I could have guessed that was probably gonna happen, because we did have trust issues with each other. As far as me and Drake, we don't have trust issues, and I do trust that he will stay, because again, he's a completely different person, and I completely think that he'll stay. Did you know that you were voted YouTuber of the week? From who? I didn't know that. When did you get the Drake, Jess, and Lilia +1 on the way for your button? I didn't even notice that. I just put it up there like a week and a half ago. Are you deeply in love with Drake? Yes, I am. Okay, I'm finally halfway done. So here's the next page. After you stopped breastfeeding, how did you switch Lilia from formula to milk? How did you wean her? I actually made a video on weaning, so go check that out. And from formula to milk, I just changed this. I just swapped the formula for milk. How long do you plan on staying with the baby after the babies after they're born? I'm definitely gonna take next semester off because I'm due right in the middle of it, and I'm probably gonna take the next fall semester off also because I'll have 3. So it'll probably be about like 9 months or so, with an exception of online classes. I am gonna try to take some online classes. The show Teen Mom with Farrah and them. Who is your favorite and who is the one you hate? My personal favorite is Macy, and I don't hate anyone, but the one that I think can use the most help is Amber. Which baby is the cutest and which babies do you think are ugly? I think they're all cute, honestly. Bentley's freaking adorable. Leah is pretty darn cute too. I think they're all cute, honestly. Have you decided on a double stroller? No, I'm actually looking for a triple stroller now. Do you plan on baptizing or christening Lilia and baby number 2? These babies, Drake does want to get them baptized Catholic because he's Catholic. As for Lilia, me and Gabe talked about it before, but we haven't pursued it yet. But if we do, then yeah, she'll get baptized Christian. What is yours and Drake's anniversary? December 28th. Why doesn't Drake make videos anymore? I don't know. I keep bugging him too, but he's been working a lot. Okay, so my memory card was full, so I had to unload it real quick, and now the light is like getting me. So back to what I was saying. Did you sign a lease and how long is it? Yes, we did, and it's a year long. Will you please do a collection of the old wives' tales for gender prediction video? That's so much fun. I was actually really planning on doing that, and now that I'm having twins, I don't know if it's going to be accurate, so I have no idea. Are you considering Morena after this baby? No, I don't want anything to be, I mean, maybe that's just like weird of me, but I really don't want to have anything like put into my cervix. I can't do it. Have you started looking at nursery decor yet, or are you waiting to find out the gender? We're gonna wait to find out the gender because we got a lot of planning to do with that. What does Gabe think about Drake living with Lilia? He's okay with it, I guess. What's up with you, Gabe? You/Gabe/Drake. I'm so confused about the whole relationship thing. Gabe was my high school sweetheart. Gabe is Lilia's father. Drake is my new boyfriend. Drake is the father of these babies. Do you think your relationship with Drake will change after the baby is born as it changed with Gabe? Not as it changed with Gabe, but I'm sure it will change in some way because every relationship changes when you add a baby in the mix. How's your fish bubblegum? Oh, it's Jelly Bean. I was like, wait, what? Jelly Bean, and he's doing good. He's hanging in there, I guess. What are your views on PETA, the animal rights? I'm for animal rights. Do you like Converse? I'm not a big fan of Converse. I'm more of a Vans person. What's your favorite outfit of Lilia's? Oh my god. I don't even know. I love all of her outfits. I love when her hair is in pigtails. Like, if you put her in a dress with pigtails, I just think that's the cutest thing ever. What do you think Lilia's reaction will be on the new arrival? I think at first, I think it'll take her a while to like get what's happening, and then after that I think she'll have fun. Is it hard being judged on here, meaning YouTube? She said, I see so many hate comments and cannot stand them because you are such a strong person. It's hard to an extent, but I get over it, I guess. I don't like to let what other people say to me bring me down. Once in a while someone will really push my buttons and I'll feel the need to respond back, but I always try to be the bigger person in the situation. So it was hard at first, but I've just kind of gotten used to it because everyone's gonna judge. Everyone judges, and whether it's judging in a good way or a bad way, that just depends on the person. But I just know that nobody knows my life like I do, and everyone only sees my life, what I put out there on these videos and these 10-minute segment videos or whatever. And like nobody knows my life as well as I do, so only I can know that how successful I'm gonna be and how my relationship is with everyone, and so just the main thing that I hate is when people assume. I hate when people assume and they don't ask questions. When you missed your period, did you keep getting period-like pains like it was going to come in? And how late were you when you took a pregnancy test? I did not get pains. With Lilia, I did have cramps one day. But with this one, I didn't have cramps at all, and I took the test a day after I missed my period.